Hi guys, happy Wednesday. So I'm going to go over a brief explanation of your assignment for today. So if you just want to stick with me for this video so I can give you some explanations on your assignment, that would be great. So you are going to go to your college, obviously, and you would have already opened up your assignment that says Wednesday, April 15th. So what you are going to do is you're going to watch this entire video before you even get started on your assignment, okay? So some big things that we need to remember is that we just finished concept one. So in the last concept, we looked at how atmospheric circulation and oceanic circulation distribute heat and moisture across the globe, okay? So in this concept that we're looking at now, we're going to explore how these large-scale global processes affect weather patterns for the entire Earth. So we're going to see how these movements throughout the globe affect the weather everywhere. Okay, so our big question for this cycle is how do interactions between the atmosphere and the hydrosphere create weather? So go ahead and pause this video for a second after I ask this question. What do we already know about the atmosphere and the hydrosphere? Good. And then how could we figure out more answers to this question? Good. Okay, so if you remember back in school, we were tracking the global and local patterns of weather. So for some of us, we had parts of cities in the United States, and other people had cities in other parts of the world. And we know that the weather and the climate weren't the same. So we're trying to figure out why this is happening and why it's not going to be the same for everywhere. Okay? Great. So what you are going to do is you're going to watch a past weather report from the month of November. So as you're watching, there's one thing I want you to think about while you're watching the video. So why are different locations in the country experiencing different kinds of weather? So I know that we know that the tilt of the earth and its rotation on its axis has one reason to do with it. But now we're going to look at other reasons, okay? So what you're going to do is click open Wednesday, April 15th document. And let me show you that. Technological. So you're going to open Wednesday, April 15th, and that will take you to this document. So step one, it says watch this video showing a national weather forecast. So click open this YouTube video and you'll watch this really quick weather forecast from November of 2013, okay? So you'll skip through the ad and you'll watch the minute 20 video. After watching that video, you should be looking at the differences in weather and climate for different parts of the United States. So as you can see just from looking at this quick picture, in this southern part of Texas, we see it 73 degrees, whereas up in Seattle, Washington, it's 47. So these are all part of the United States, but they're not experiencing the same type of weather and climate. So we're trying to figure out why exactly that happens, okay? After you watch that video and start answering some of those questions I just asked, you are going to go back to the assignment and you are going to follow step two. So step two is an online lab that you guys are going to be working on. So it says in this activity, you will explore the relationship between air masses, ocean currents, and the formation of weather. So what you are going to do is you are going to follow the link and you are going to follow the directions that I have given you on your assignment. So you are going to press launch this app and it's going to launch the online lab for you. The first thing that you need to do is read this paragraph at the top that talks about the Weather Lab. So I'll just read it to you really quickly. Weather Lab is a tool to help visualize how North America's weather is formed. This lab is designed to model the complex interactions between air masses and ocean currents. But like all models, it represents probable outcomes. Each prediction you make is for possible outcomes during spring. Okay? After you read that, then you're going to read the box at the bottom for directions. So choose one ocean current from the green box, which is located right here, and an air mass from each of the orange boxes. So air mass 1, air mass 2. Then make a prediction about how you should prepare for the day's weather. If you are correct, you will see an animation of a weather event. So looking at our lab, the first one we're looking at, the ocean current, is the Pacific Ocean Gyre. So we're going to click open Pacific Ocean Gyre. Okay, so we see that this is on the west coast. And the first one we're going to look at is marine tropical. For air mass 1, and for air mass 2, you're going to look at tropical. Okay, so you see that continental tropical air masses form over the desert, southwest, and Mexico. The air mass is dry with little moisture and tends to bring hot days and cool nights. So you're going to make a quick prediction. So in your box, you're going to put, I predict that there will be, and then you're going to type what you think. So let's say I'm making a prediction. I would put, I predict that there will be little moisture in the air and the air traveling will be warm and dry. So your possible outcomes that you're predicting, they do not have to be correct. This is what you are observing, what you think might happen. And then in the right box, you're telling me the explanation of interactions and the weather outcome. Okay, so going back, you would then click next. So it says if I live in the Southwest, I should put on rubber boots. There are going to be heavy rains and flooding. Put on a winter sweater. It's going to be cold. Or wear normal school clothes, but pack an umbrella just in case it might rain. So what I would go back to is put that there would be a possibility for heavy rain. If I could learn how to type. There would be a possibility for heavy rain. What else should we see? The air is going to be cold. And normal clothes are able to be worn. Okay, and then that second part, so that was part 1. So you described the weather outcome. And then the second step is explaining the interactions. So how we explained it previously, that's what you're going to talk about. So that's what we talked about, the weather in the southeast desert, or excuse me, the southwest desert and above Mexico, and then this movement of water in the Pacific Ocean. So once you get done with that step, you are going to reset it by clicking the box, launching the app. Okay. So then you would go on to your second step, which is the Pacific Ocean Gyre. And then it says you are going to do marine polar and marine tropical. So marine polar in air mass 1, marine tropical in air mass 2. So in order to describe what two things are happening, you need to explain the first box explain that in the box, and then you're going to explain the second box. So eventually these two masses are going to come together to create that weather over the United States, okay? And then once you fill that out, you need to just finish your exit ticket. So go back to Google Classroom, open your April 15th exit ticket, answer those couple questions, and you're done. Please email me, text me, call me if you have any problems. If any of this is confusing, please let me know so I can make better clarification of it. And I will get back to you as soon as I can, all right? I miss you guys so much. I hope you're having a fantastic week. I truly, truly wish we could be back at school, and it just breaks my heart that I don't get to spend more time with you guys. So if you need anything from me, please let me know. I miss you and love you all so, so much, and have a fantastic Wednesday. Bye, guys.